Shalom. I want to give all the praise and all the glory, all the honor unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. I'm going to start in 2nd Esdras 8, verse 50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." All right, so we're in that latter time, and that's showing you that, hey, there's going to be a lot of misery to come into these people. All right, and it's because the pride, it goes back to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, who was the most prideful, nation on the planet, the Edomite. Right. And the problem is 2/3 of our own people, the Israelites, these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You take on the spirit of the heathen. You take on that pride, just like the heathen. You're prideful. You think this place is gonna continue forever, like it tells you in Psalms 49:11. All right. I'm going to read verse 53. It says, the root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness and the moth is hid from you. And corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. And this is going into the righteous. All right, I should have started at 54. So it says, sorrows are past, and in the end is showed the treasure of immortality. So, there's going to be lots of misery coming on all these people. But the ones who are putting their faith and trust in Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, that's who we're going to be showed the treasure of immortality. All right? Yahushai said that. Let's grab that real quick. Matthew 16:28. Because there's going to be the elect. There's literally going to be men and women who don't taste death. We're not going to taste death. Because during the tribulation, we're literally going to be saved, which our salvation is going up in what you call a UFO when the missiles are popping off from all the World War III, all the nations that are going to be shooting missiles, right? And I'll do a lesson on that, Lord's will, tomorrow. But this is Matthew 16:28. It says, Yahushua talking, "Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom." See? So some of us are not even going to die because we're not going to taste death. And the Son of Man is going to, he's going to deliver us. So that's why it says the treasure of immortality. Yes, our bodies are going to be changed, right? We're going to receive those incorruptible celestial bodies. But some of us are going to go right from the flesh into that heavenly body. So we won't taste death. So 2nd Esdras 8:55, it says, "And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish." Like, who gives a shit about the 2/3 and the heathen is basically what that's saying. Verse 56, "For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought to scorn of his law, and forsook his ways." All right, so the 2/3 and the heathen, they could care less about the Most High's laws. They don't care about the Most High's ways. You try to teach them, you try to tell them, and you can discern very easily when you're teaching whether you're teaching a 2/3 or an elect. And sometimes it's tricky because sometimes the 2/3 will act like they are interested or act like they're engaged, and then you know as soon as you leave, it's in one ear out the other. They don't look into it. They're it's not important to them, right? Verse 57. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous, right? So you trod down the righteous. Anyone who's coming against the righteous, that's an offense to Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai. I read yesterday that Yahawah's going to fight for. He's going to fight for us. If we're of the elect, he's going to fight for you. Verse 58. And said in their heart or in their mind that there is no God. Yeah, and that knowing they must die. Yeah, and that's like I said earlier. You take on the spirit of the heathen when you think there's no God. You're an Israelite over here walking around talking about you a atheist, right? This is Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked, because again, 2/3 of our people are wicked because they follow the wicked, which is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. They have a mindset like the so-called white man. They believe in his philosophy. They believe in his religions. They believe in his medicine. They believe in his, they put all their hope in him. It says, the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. So there you go. 2/3 of our people are that same way. They could care less. They don't even consider the Most High. They have no reverence for Yahawah B'Hashem Yahushai. Second Esdras. And they're going to pay with their life for their disbelief, right? Second Esdras 8, and let's go to 58, sorry. No, 59 actually. For as the things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not his will that men should come to naught, but they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them. So these people, they're not thankful for Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai. They don't pay respect, homage, honor to the Father and the Son. And if the majority of them that do pay homage, they're paying homage to a doctrine of men. All right, they calling Yahawah God. They're calling Yahawah Shai Jesus. So because that's how you defile the names, because you're not calling on the true names. All right. Verse 61. And therefore is my judgment now at hand. These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee. Then answered I and said, you see, and that's a beautiful verse, because it's showing you, look it, Yahawah's telling Esdras, I'm not going to show this truth to everybody. I'm showing it to you, and then there's a few others like you. Because the prophets, I've went over this before, the prophets is a small number. Yahawah B'Shem Yahushai's prophets it's such a small number when you do the math. All right, there's 144,000 prophets of Israel who are men, the nation of Israel, 12,000 out of each tribe of the 12 tribes of Israel. And then you got to remember, there's like 8.2 billion people on the planet Earth. So when you do the math, it's like a tiny fraction of 1%. So you want to get numbers. You want some numbers? I just gave them to you. Let me read that again. These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee. Then answered I and said. So he's telling him, what it is. I was telling him, you look it. These people are going to get judged. These people are going to, they don't believe in me. They don't, they're not going to get that treasure of immortality. Instead, they're going to be put to death. All right? And you have a lot of people on the planet Earth right now, the majority, they don't believe this is going to happen. You talk to people in Babylon, America. You say, hey, you think that America's going to get nuked? You think they're going to shoot missiles at America? And what do they tell you? Almost 10 out of 10 will tell you, man, they ain't going to do that. They're not going to shoot those missiles. It's just for protection. They're not going to actually use them. But you have to understand the spirit of Esau Edom. He's prideful. He puts himself up, as he is. He believes he's God. And also, you have to remember, Esau loves to use his weapons. All right? When you go into the history of like the atomic bomb, as soon as they created that bomb, well, guess what? They used it like I think it was like 2 months later. You see? So Esau wants to use his weapons. You see? Verse 62. Look into that on your own. Look up the atomic bomb. Look up the date. Actually, you know what? I'll look it up right now. Let's see. So, they used it in August of 1945. That's when they bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which were the Ammonites, which are the AKA Japanese. Atomic bomb creation date. Let's see what that says. Okay, so look at this. You can do this your own research. These motherfuckers created the atomic bomb on July 16th, 1945, and they used that atomic bomb. Well, let me go back to it. On August 6th, 1945. Let me go back.